Your bedroom is not the place for sex. What's happening to your kitchen? There are other areas.
There's some things that a vibrator can do that a man cannot. With your finger, you say DJ. Your DJ no fit reach vibrator. Please care about pleasing your partner. We want to come too.
The G-spot is alive, just as Jesus is alive. Because a lot of times you go too deep and then you have passed the G-spot. The G-spot is by the entrance, like by the gate.
It is the quality. It could be 2 minutes, but what you do in that 2 minutes, she probably will never recover.
It's not about you making us scream. It's about you making her cream.
I know that there are women like me who would say that we've hardly gotten there. That's because of you, my brothers.
We've brought 10 women into the studio today to give some good sex advice to men.
Dear men.
Dear men.
Dear men.
Dear men.
Dear men.
My name is Galax.
Kimmy K.
Serena Miriam Kamara.
My name is Jessica Sampson.
You can call me mine, and I'm here to
give you sex advice.
With research showing that women often enjoy sex less than men, we hope this episode helps to close the orgasm gap between men and women. This episode is rated 18+. Viewers' discretion is advised.
When it comes to foreplay, I think I want to tell men to take a re-education and just see foreplay as the main dish. You're thinking about making it an experience.
Men, foreplay is a destination on its own. It's not just a journey to a destination. Like, sometimes you're running, like you want to get where you're going so fast. Baba, calm down. Enjoy it. Savor it.
The pleasure spots in woman A is very, very different. And you got to know what your woman likes. Does she like long kissing sessions? Does she like you using her finger, your fingers, touching her? I don't know, but you need to learn how to listen more.
Don't you like when we sound? Don't you like the move we make? Like, don't just be in a hurry to want to get where you want to get to. Like, this is my own destination as a woman. So please carry me along.
Foreplay is not negotiable. Even when she tells you, oh, I don't want, can we like rush it? No.
There are no rules to foreplay. You can start with giving head, then go to kissing, then fingering, whichever way. Men need to start being more creative.
I feel like they just feel like when they kiss, smoosh the boobs, that's the end. They need to now insert, but I don't feel like that's the time. You need to wet it before you get in. Might get boring for you, but for her, it's a preparation to get into that. You need to understand that it's not about you first.
Some people, they don't know how to handle the vagina. Like, don't turn it into a DJ scratch record, or don't be. It's very delicate. It hurts when you overdo it. You just need to find the rhythm and find the pressure that works.
I don't even like the term foreplay because it makes people think that you should be able to skip it. But women take more time to get ready than men. And sometimes foreplay is not just kissing and sucking breast. Sometimes it is doing the dishes. It's about texting beforehand. It's about getting your partner in the right mood or mindset.
What you do during foreplay can tell exactly what your play and pleasure will be. For every man listening, just understand that foreplay it can take the whole day.
The goal of the process is the end game, but enjoying the process brings a great end game.
When is the best way to initiate sex? There is no best way. And I can tell you can create 20 different ways to initiate sex. First of all, you can make it even be non-verbal communication. I like to say kindness is a way of initiating.
Initiating sex doesn't start when you get to the bedroom. It starts from very early in the morning. Either you guys are together or not. You know, complimenting her when she wakes up. Even though we know that her hair is not in a great place when she wakes up. We are moved by what we hear.
So there are just 2 ways to initiate sex. My way and your way. Now, when I say my way, the question is, how do I like it? Is he busy? Is he asleep? If he's asleep and you want it, auntie, there's no point. Don't argue. You don't need to wake him up. Just go down on him. The penis will respond. God is wonderful.
Me, I do say that, you know, the easiest way to get me is feeding my favorite food. Then tell me dirty things. I'm good.
I mean, you can even talk about it. Now, do you want to have sex? Don't open your mouth and say, I do want to have sex. From the way you guys are talking, communication, and if you try to, you know, as she pulls back, please rest though.
before you hear that uncle, can you come party something?
For me, I like my partner to smell good and look good, and for the environment to be clean, and for there to be drinks, like a drink that really kicks me up, because I feel like with sex, you need a lot of energy, and if you are just blur, it's going to be blur. So for me, I use Vices. I don't know about other people, and I'm not saying you people should use Vices, okay?
Or you can just like, babe, what's up? You know, give, like, you always say you're the Odogu. Let's see the Odogu moves. I didn't say spend on her. Sorry, what's up, babe? Just wanted to check up on you. Give her things to think about, because women like to feel. Now, make her feel, girl.
There's basically no time for sex, if you ask me. Anytime you're in the mood, get it. When she wants it, it might not even be part of what he's thinking of. But how do you make your partner meet you halfway is what you now need to learn. And that's not done in the bedroom, that is done in the boardroom, which is outside the bedroom. Number one, stop cheating. I think that's one of the deal breakers for women.
One thing you should know is a happy woman would gladly open for you, gladly. So first thing, make her happy. If she likes gifts or she likes sweet words, say these things. If she likes you to cook for her, cook for her. These things are part of the foreplay, the before bed foreplay that makes her really happy. You don't even need to do much if she's happy with you. I promise you, you don't need to do much. Just small touch like this, she's gone.
Penetrative sex is definitely not the only way to connect with your partner. That's just one type of sex. Men have a lot of, they only see their penis as their sexual organ. You don't focus on kissing, you don't focus on touching. If a man is going to the spa, there will always be laughs or jokes about, oh, happy ending. Your penis doesn't always have to come out to play. You have other body parts.
Penetration is just one aspect of sex. Trust me, there's so many women who don't like penetration. Stimulation works more for us, basically. Penetration is just like icing on the cake. So the question is, can you eat the cake without icing? Yes.
This is not the 16th century that you just want to produce children and get out. Stimulation is really very, very important, because if I'm stimulated, I release wetness. Okay, we are kissing and everything is fine, then you just go straight to the point. It's trash, it's dry, it's boring, it's painful.
A man will come by penetration. Most women don't come by penetration. That is why it's very easy for a man to come first compared to women.
You can even get to a place of orgasm without penetration. Your sensate focus is talking about your smell, your touch, every other thing aside. We've not even talked about penetration. There's so much, you know, the journey is so wide and big, and just explore.
We love penetration, don't get it twisted. We want you guys, but stimulation gets us there faster and easier and more adventurous than penetration will. For instance, you're watching a movie and then you're stimulating her clit. Yeah, finish that woman without even saying a word.
Pause. Why don't you finish us also by stimulating our subscribe button? Hit the subscribe button, get us to 300k subscribers. Now, let's get back into the video.
Mutual masturbation can also feel like a very intimate and vulnerable experience. 69ing can also feel like a vulnerable experience.
Kissing also can get a woman to orgasm, depending on how you kiss, what you kiss, and when and where you kiss. Massage, oh God. See, there are a whole lot of things aside penetration that would take a woman to the pleasure land.
I think fingering is essential, and knowing where the clit is, not just touching it like this. It's disco, what they call that.
One way that therapists teach couples to reconnect is through sensate focus, touching your partner in different levels and penetration being the last stage. So it teaches you to slow down and savor the entire body and not just, oh, my penis, my penis, my penis.
Whatever you do, don't take your ego to the other room, please. Where you say when a man moans, that means he's weak, or, you know, he's too. Be vulnerable, right? Take that misconception off, because I like to say that Nigerian men can F-U-C-K but cannot make love.
Men, please, know that sex does not just depend on you coming. Most men, once they ejaculate, they don't finish. And it's not supposed to be like that.
In my 30-something years on earth, I have about less than 3 years sex experience. I know that there are women like me who would say that we've hardly gotten there. And if you ask us why, it's because of you. my brothers.
The orgasm gap is simply a study which has shown that heterosexual men orgasm the most during sexual encounters. And I think there's about 90-something%. Heterosexual women, I think, were the lowest at about 65% or so. Lesbian women are around 88%. So basically, when men and women come together, the men are having their orgasms, the women are not.
Now, for a woman, it may take at least 20 to 30 minutes to even get in the mode. But typically for a man, between 5-10 minutes, you're good. You've gotten to the point of arousal, orgasm, refractory stage, and the man is sleeping.
Sometimes you say that it takes us 15 minutes, 20 minutes to get there. Now lie, it's because you did not do the work before. You know how when you want to cook, you don't just pour everything into it. You have to slice the veggies, clean the pots, just all the preparation. See, if you prep that meal, I swear, within how many minutes?
It's going to be a long journey fixing orgasm gap, basically because in this part of the world, sex is a kind of thing.
How can men fix it? Number one is sex is not over because you bust a nut. And I think that is something that happens a lot. Your fingers are there. If you need to recruit toys, your mouth is there. If you're ignoring the clitoris, it's like her giving you head on only your shaft and ignoring the head of your penis.
If you feel like, oh, this woman never reached there, as a man, you're coming, you can relax. You can take a pause, drink water, or change position, change from penetration to oral sex.
Slow down, focus on the pleasure of your partner, understand her body. Don't just be chasing your own nuts and letting them go.
I understand that for some men, the first round is always, short. Now, don't stop there. Women, we understand it's natural. After you come once, don't say, oh, I'm a one-round man, no, I don't go further. Do you know how your woman is feeling?
The truth is, every man should do what worked for their woman. If she wants oral sex, you now need to learn. Are you bringing in wine? Are you bringing in ice cream? Are you bringing in a toy? A lot of men feel, if I bring this, it means I'm not capable enough. I'm not man enough. No. Dear men, this can also help you get her there faster, to close the gap way faster. When the woman gets an orgasm with a toy by herself, her body gives 50% of what her body can give. But you see, when a man uses a toy on you, to God be the glory.
Why should men be in charge during sex? That's something that the patriarchy, porn, a lot of that has influenced. People act like sex is something that men do to women, but both people are participating. So why do you have to be in charge? Are you the master of my own body?
See, the truth is, men are always in charge in this part of the world, trust me, because there's a mindset that, it's a man's thing. Men are most times always on top. I think men need to now start to boost their women to be in charge.
There is only so much that a woman will use words to explain for you to understand. Sometimes she has to take charge and show you, okay, this is how I like it. In that context, that is taking the lead.
That mode of thinking has a lot of people having ego sex, where men are having sex because they want to prove like, I'm going to beat that up, so to speak, or, I'm going to break your back, and all those aggressive terms that we use when it comes to sex.
Honestly, to each his own. Women would like to be pillow princess, and that's absolutely fine. And what works for your first girlfriend, it might not be what is working for your sugar mommy. So just pay attention to each person.
If you are that shy kind of woman who is like, I don't want to be in charge, I don't want to be on top, just wear heels during the process. It boosts your emotions, you raise your shoulders, and so that will make you be in charge. I know you're a man, you want to, it's okay, but sometimes just, relax. Let that woman take good care of you.
Men can be in charge when they put their woman's feelings at heart. You have to know that this person you're leading is also enjoying how you're leading her. If you're being in charge, then you have to know that this is your duty to make her feel good.
Some people disagree with me. When I meet men that say, oh, your pleasure is my pleasure, I just want to know that I'm pleasing you, I'm just like, slow down. Because why do you feel like you have to give a performance? Why can't I also be in charge? Why can't your own pleasure? Why can't our mutual pleasures be on the table?
What's in the case where both of you like to take charge? Two kings can't rule, so you just need to give room for one another. Even in the same round, you can just, switch roles. Okay, if you're on top this time, I'm on top the next time. Just really what works for your partner, to be honest.
I think because we live in a society that's conditioned women to pretend like we don't like sex or we're not sexual beings, a lot of women have faked orgasms, me included. I've been there, I wouldn't do it again, because we want to feel like, oh, we're pleasing our partner, so we're lying, oh yes, daddy feels good. Meanwhile, we're lying.
Yes, so before somebody will pound your life to death, you better fake it and get out of there. Because some people be doing a very terrible job and they have stamina for days.
If you tell the man, Oga, what are you doing? You might not even, your penis might not even want to stand again because you feel so bad. Imagine a woman telling you, please stand up, stand up, stand up. I'm not feeling this thing. You feel really bad. You feel really, in fact, your penis stand again.
For me, it's a dead sentence. It's wickedness. It is no good. But I understand why some women do it. One, they don't want the man to feel bad. But on the long run, you are messing up the man because the man will go out and say, do you know how many women I've given orgasm to? Any woman I touch like this, she must get an orgasm.
It's never okay to lie when you're just one chance to the truth. One easy way to stop faking or feigning orgasm is just by saying yes, yes, yes. And no. You know, it is you and the aim against the world. You want to be able, because first of all, sexual activity is a communication. There is the receiver, there's the sender, and if there is no feedback from both sides, you haven't communicated.
Listen to her, find out what she likes. Sex is not just about one person. Ask her and see if you can match that energy. If you can't, it's fine. You can do something else. You can look for a common ground.
You have to understand that this woman is enjoying this thing. This woman is not enjoying this thing. Don't just close your eyes and focus on the moon. Women will lead you astray with the way they moon.
So if your partner, the woman, is not making any sound, that means you are doing something wrong. And then if she just makes a sound out of nowhere that you don't even get, it's like, so you should know something is wrong at that point. Men always say they are in control or whatever, and they can't pay attention. They just want to come at that point. But I feel like if you want the next person to enjoy it, you should also listen and satisfy them. But most times men just want to satisfy themselves, and that's the sad truth. That's why women get to fake orgasms.
If she is faking it, if you're very discerning, you would even know that. I'm not sure say she understands, because the body won't lie, because her body will drip at some point. You can see her body is responding. Everywhere is open for you to just see that, oh my God, I think she likes what I'm doing.
The main thing is she's not feeling safe enough to truly express that, okay, you know what, this doesn't feel good, and she doesn't want to hurt the guy's feelings. But you know what? You have to hurt a guy's feelings for you to get the best out of him.
When men raise the girl's leg up and just have a side missionary, because it's not a full missionary, okay, and then doggy, and I think 69 works really well for people that like to be eaten out.
Anything that has to engage with their clitoral area and their vulva area, which would be maybe like cowgirl position, because she's in charge, she's riding, and everywhere is busy and all of that. And when you let your woman lead, it is one thing that gets her there. I mean, I tell every woman you have to be a rider, because this is you now taking charge of your orgasm, you know, and just let the man be, and then you do your thing. You will be wild, you're enjoying, your wife is enjoying. So it is enjoyment for everyone, and everybody is fixed.
I don't know what that one is called. You're lying down, your face, your stomach is on the floor, you're lying down like flat down, and the person is behind, and yeah, just that one.
I don't know what they call it now, the back position, like when they're just lying on the side. Yes, because we've not spoken about G-spot, but for every woman it's different. So there are some people's zone that is down, side, up. So once you find that spot, I feel like that's your best sex position.
A lot of men like to hide their faces. Let us see how much you're enjoying it. She's also looking at you, and then there's steam, there's war, there's enjoyment, there's peace, there's worship really going on. Yeah, the tears, the laughter, the smile. Let all those things be that thing that gets you to that point. So please let her do the ride.
For me, I gotta sit on your face. That's just so different, and it's not for everybody. And I think that's my best position.
No, I don't think there are any set particular positions that ensure orgasms in women, because I'm still going to go to my point that every woman is different. But Kimmy K, I can recommend mommy and daddy style. They be working.
If you're hitting it in a way and she says don't stop, you're probably closer to it than you think you are. So maintain that.
One other thing that I wanted to talk about is edging. So edging is when you are just flirting with your partner, you're not going to penetrate, you're just touching them, pressing their button. You already know they are in the mood, but you walk away. Like, you make them crave you, basically. And obviously, she will come and ask you for the sex. Have all those tricks off your sleeves, because men be complaining that women don't want to but you can't just go and you have to prepare it. It's like cooking. Take your time. When the food is ready, enjoy.
The G-spot is definitely not a myth. If you've been there before and you've conquered it, you can testify.
G-spot is not a myth. It is not. It is real. It is right there in your faces. I mean, men have it too. It's called P-spot, I think.
The G-spot is alive, just as Jesus is alive. But you see, the difference is a lot of people don't even know what it is. They don't even know how to spot what the G-spot is.
You can locate the G-spot with your fingers, your 2 fingers. So it's like on the roof inside the woman's vagina, and then you apply the right amount of pleasure. And also, listening is important because you have to hear her say, okay, stop, harder, faster, go there, feels good. You also have to listen to your partner's body language. So enjoy.
Put your finger and look out for the rough patch. You will always feel it. But now for you to get the rough patch, she needs to be well stimulated. So she's swollen, and then, it's like the gate of heaven is open. And dear men, please stop diving deep down. Because a lot of times you go too deep and then you have passed the G-spot. The G-spot is by the entrance, like by the gate. So just the tip. Let me not say it because it is well.
When you're stimulating or looking for the G-spot, what you're doing is internally stimulating the legs or the bulbs of the clitoris, because the clitoris is not just the little knob that we see at the top, that's just the glands, but the legs and the bulbs, it's like a whole neural network that's inside the vagina. Anatomy varies. There's no formula of 2 inches up and 1 inch to the left. You just have to take your time and find out what your partner's body is like.
Do you know that when you use both your wand and your fingers, it is a completely different sensation? If you now want to bust it, give us triple decker. Use your wand, your fingers, and your tongue. That's how to find it.
Like you hear G-spot, there's the A-zone, there are a whole lot, because the vulva is created in such a beautiful way, and just like you have men and size, it is also like that for the woman.
For every female, it's located in different places. Where mine isn't where on hers is. Like for the men, I heard that their G-spot is in their. I've never snooped around to find out.
Because sometimes you'll be like, I use 2 fingers for this one, she feel them. I use 4, this one no feel them. So I feel like it's in different positions for different women. When you're looking for the G-spot, you watch out for a reaction. Some women twitch when you touch it.
Yes, we have G-spot. You can even create your own spot. I have my own G-spot. The woman watching can still create it. So, but when you look beyond G-spot, the A-zone, A-spot and all that, and have full coverage of intimacy in its entirety, you would build a sex beyond performance.
I feel that locating the G-spot is more of an ego thing than a satisfaction thing. Most women's G-spots don't get located in their lifetime, and they are still sexually satisfied because the clitoris is the main sexual organ of the body. Minus that, if you are trying to locate the G-spot, it's like you are trying to raise 15 million when you know that all you need is 2 million. I don't see the point of wanting to raise 15 million if it's not for your ego.
When you start focusing on the G-spot, what if your woman doesn't really even understand that, or you don't even know, or maybe she doesn't even have any spot like that? It becomes performance anxiety because you're like, oh, I didn't do it well.
You should be more focused on satisfying your partner than locating the G-spots.
One thing men should know about sex toys is that sex toys are not a competition. They're even there to help you.
If you can use a car, you can use a microwave to heat your food, you can use tools. Why can't you use technology to improve sexual satisfaction.
That thing in business where you have a competitor and you know that you almost don't stand a chance for that person. You make them your friend. You pull your enemies closer. That's literally what men should do with sex toy.
I'm not a fan. I love them. I love them for the girls, but they really don't do it for me. But if a woman does like sex toys, she's not trying to replace your God-given penis. It goes in sync. Like, you get tired sometimes, and that's fine. And that's when the sex toys can come. And this really only is important if you care about pleasing your partner. Please care about pleasing your partner. We want to come too. We want to have fun in bed.
With sex, we've not been able to explore as Nigerians because they always feel like we're copying white people. But it's not that. Like, there are some people with high libido. The men at that point can't go 3 rounds, 4 rounds. They want to continue it. So I feel like it should be welcome. Welcome in the way that you and a man and a woman, they talk about it that, this is our sex life. It can't be just like this, so maybe boring. Let's try some things. There are vibrators that you can insert in the woman and you are controlling yourself as the man and she's giving you vibe and you two are turned on at that point. And it will be easy for you guys to
If you feel like a sex toy is in competition with you, you need to check yourself. You will have an ego problem. If your woman suggests it and you have not even attempted to try to use it, then I feel that you don't even want to explore your woman to see what makes them feel better.
There's some things that a vibrator can do that a man cannot. With your finger, you say DJ. Your DJ no feel with vibrator. Vibrator no get emotion. And it is operated, you press it to on it, you press it to off it. Nobody's competing with you. No. Imagine, how would you be thinking vibrator is competing with you? Shake vibrator can kiss me.
When a lot of men hear sex toys, what comes to their head is the dildo, the one that looks like a penis. Please note, that is just one part of 100 types of toys. One of the greatest and sweetest and best toy any man or woman can have is a wand. With a wand, you can stimulate the nipples, you can stimulate his balls while you're on top or he's on top. He can stimulate your clit. That toy goes around any part of the body and any gender.
If you introduce different things to explore, and understand that it is for our enjoyment, it is not because one person is lesser. And the moment you understand that it is for pleasure's sake, it has nothing to do with your ego, you'll be the one even buying the different types, because at some point, a lot of people will not tell you. It could be boring in the other room. Your bedroom is not the place for sex. What's happening to your kitchen? There are other areas.
Another toy men need to have for themselves is a cock ring. Now, this is not to say you are not good enough, but this is to say you can be better and you can stay longer and give her pleasure of her life. And now you have vibrating cock ring, and not just vibrating cock ring, you have cock rings that are 2-in-1. So whilst the man is wearing it and is vibrating, his blood is pumping all through, the other part of the cock ring stimulates the woman's clit. So whilst the man is all there and up, the woman is also getting an orgasm and everybody is happy.
Does penis size matter during sex? Yes and no. Some people are what they call size queens. They enjoy, a bigger size or more girth or more depth. It's really based on anatomy, but you would find that, even if you check the studies or the statistics from an anatomical standpoint, the glands of the clitoris, so where the nerve endings are, outside. A lot of the pleasure happens outside. So many women prefer outer course.
Growing up, I've seen some penises, I'm not gonna lie. There's the curved one, there's the straight one, there's the short one, but I think it's not the size that matters because every woman has different VJJ. I think it's how you use it that matters.
It doesn't matter exactly what, because your hands, God gave you your hands, God gave you your tongue. What are you doing with it? Even your sight, just the way you look at your wife is already saying a lot of things. So everything is what I call a total package as against size. But if I find size and style, that's a good one. And then you may have size and you don't know what to do with it. You're just going to be killing someone's daughter. So please, we don't want that.
When it's big or too big, it actually hurts. Deep in, when you're having this intercourse, you might be feeling pleasure and pain, but the pleasure is like overtaking the pain. But once everything is done, when you go to the bathroom to pee, you feel like burning sensations and pain, and it's not fun.
It's kind of like a cultural thing to say, I can take it, take it like a big girl, even when you're in pain. So it doesn't matter. For some people, yes, if that's their preference, but For the masses, no, I don't think so.
I know that I've been turned off by small sizes, so I would not know if small sizes matter or not. I've never had to experience it. So next question.
It is the quality. It could be 2 minutes, but what you do in that 2 minutes, she probably will never recover. So you may do a whole lot of your hair, disorganized for 20 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing? Can you come already?
A lot of women want you to penetrate them for very long periods of time. A woman like me, I like longer sessions of sex, if you can handle it.
It's not even about the time frame. It's about the connection. It's about the feeling. It's not about you making us scream. It's about you making her cream.
And if you know that your woman likes longer sessions of sex and you're not really up to the task, that's why we have sex toys these days. That's why your fingers are alive.
So I would say quality, not by the amount of time or the 10 hours, but you're giving me bruises all along, and I'll probably just fake it again and say, okay, it was a good one, but that was trash.
It's just the vibe you're in. You can just be like, oh, it's a rainy day, you're feeling it and you want it and you want to do it all night long. And sometimes just be like, oh, I just need quick relief, because having sex is actually somewhat of a stress reliever and you just need a quick fix and you just go.
I can't speak for all women. For me, I don't think the time matters. How long you stay matters. It's just the quality, I think.
So if there is a game, let's say it's a sex game, you can do 2 hours with a woman. So it's not just about penetration. The truth is you can do 1 hour, 30 minutes penetration. But what goes with the penetration? It's like saying you want to eat rice. Don't give me white rice to eat. If you're giving me rice, give me something beside. Let that be maybe salad, plantain, beans, moi moi. It makes it classy. But I don't think every woman really wants that long. Women just want to enjoy. So even if it's 5 minutes you can do, and you do me well. Stop drinking all that rubbish you're drinking. Do I really want you to drink it? Let me know, as a coach, yes, I want you to drink more. Because at your old age, you will come to me for therapy and I will make more money from you. Professionally, stop it. A lot of men, without taking it, they can't go. They can't stay long. They can't do this. No, you need to change your mindset. I'm old, so I cannot last longer again. Says who? Have you seen your mate who is 60 getting married? Have you seen your mate who is 70 dating a girl of 2022? And you're wondering what that guy is doing with a 70, 80-year-old man. Why is she not going with a younger guy? There's something there. It might not really be for money every time, but it's just for men are good. So dear men, take a chill pill. Stop all these pills and drugs and concussion and things you drink. Because you take 1 spoon today, in the next 3 months, 1 spoon is not working, you double it up. Tomorrow you change to another brand because you need it fast. One day, it will not stand again, no. But then when that day comes, please don't forget, Soul Spice will always be there. Just search for me, pay me, and I'll get your life back on track.
I truly do believe that sex works differently for so many people, but for majority of women, emotional connection is so important to us. In fact, it really goes a long way to making us feel turn us up in our brain, and our brain sends signals to our vagina that, something's about to go down. So yes, it's important to have that emotional connection. I even feel that the sex is much more intense, passionate, spicy too, you know what I'm saying? When there's an emotional connection.
For women, it matters if we're emotionally connected to our partner. It just makes, even when you're not doing it right, just because we love you or we have the deeper feeling for you, it's more enjoyable for us.
Human beings, both men and women, are emotional beings. And even if you're having sex just for pleasure or escapism, it will definitely mean more and feel more heightened if you are having sex with someone who you have an emotional connection with.
But I would also say that when it comes to quickie, it doesn't matter. Quickie, the more dangerous and forbidding it is, the better, right? But when it comes to actual love making, yes, absolutely. I do believe that, emotional connection does play a role.
And how do you achieve that emotional connection? I'm talking to people who care about their sex partners. So before the main event goes down, foreplay is not just about, it's not about touching, it's about the talking, it's about the interest, it's about the caring, genuinely caring about your sex partner and providing that space where she feels safe enough to express herself. That's the emotional part that we're talking about. We want to feel good before the sex, during the sex, and after the sex. Clock it.
Watching porn helps. And in some cases, it doesn't, because then you start to have this unrealistic expectation from your partner. There's no way all your partner have to like be that hot and like moan.
Now, is it good in the bedroom? Sometimes yes. The question is, why are you watching it? What's your reason for watching it? What kind of porn are you even watching? Take away all that story of it destroys lives, addiction, and blah, 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 blah. Anything and everything is addictive.
I am a fan of healthy masturbation. And I am a fan of healthy porn watching, because you can't truly pick one or two things from porn. And I'm not saying the scripted porn, homemade porn, you can. But for you to expect your sex partner in real life, who is an ordinary civilian, to be performing like a porn star, it's ridiculous.
A lot of people learn about sex from porn, but they forget that porn is entertainment, porn is unrealistic, porn is acting. You don't find a lot of porn that teaches the bedrock of sex or any sexual experience, which is consent. A lot of porn also has a particular style, which is aggressive. It can be very misogynistic.
The whole thing they do in porn to like help sell it out. It helps in terms of people who like maybe into kinks. It depends on the niche you're going for.
If you and your partner are into, like you and your woman are into watching porn together and makes you get there, fine, good and fine. But don't expect porn, which is almost always scripted. Don't expect it to happen in real life. Like, no plumber is going to come into your house and you know the scene.
So with porn, it has helped a lot of people understand sex. There are videos you can watch, talk about Kama Sutra. There's so many Kama Sutras you can watch where they teach you positions, techniques. It does not even turn you on. Is porn bad? For me, no. And at the same time, yes. Why you're watching it will determine if it's a yes or a no.
I would say respect is not really necessary during sex. Depending, okay, let me not say that. Making love with your partner, you guys can respect each other, have boundary, but when it's all this submissive BDSM, there's no respect though. There are people that flog each other through sex,
So respect for me and for a lot of women are about boundaries. Not every woman is a freak in bed. Not every woman wants you to flip her or slap her or call her a bad or something like that. Not everyone wants that. So respect for me is about boundaries. There should be respect during sex. There should be mutual respect. Now, there's sometimes that this woman is screaming. You feel like, oh, because she's screaming, you're doing good. Sometimes she's screaming out of pain. Respect is you knowing that it's not about your stamina. Respect is understanding that, oh yes, she likes this, she doesn't like this. Knowing your boundaries. For some women, they don't even want you to go fast. If you not start going fast without asking them if they're comfortable with it, that's you disrespecting them.
Respect for me is consent, because we talk about consent first and we talk about red flags and triggers and all of that. And you tell me yours, I tell you mine. If you cross mine, I think you're disrespecting me.
You have to know that this is what this person wants, or this is what she likes, or this is what she's comfortable in bed. I mean, you as a man, you wouldn't want someone putting a finger up your ass when you don't want that. Even though I heard that that's where the male do sports is. I wouldn't know, I'm not a man. But yeah, keep to boundaries. And even if you want to explore, let your partner be aware.
Respect during sex is basically assuring her that no matter what you do, as long as she doesn't want it, you should take a step back and not do it. Or if she initiates something and you are cool with it, you guys can explore it.
As long as we both agree and it's not detrimental to each other, we both agree for this to happen in the other room, then it's by all means enjoy yourself. Then the other part is, please take respect. Just fix it somewhere, tie it somewhere and just throw it out, because this is always like a blocker for a lot of women, where you say, I don't want to be in charge, I don't want to dominate, I don't want to take over because my man may feel like you just disrespected me. We've seen cases like this. We've seen people say, oh no, wait a minute, like I'm older than you, please. There's nothing like respect in the other room in this regard.
Some people think they are so dominant enough, like they're just dominating you and telling you what they want. They want something and they think, oh, you want the same thing. Can't be possible.
If I want to use my own personal experience, sometimes when men do this thing where instead of thrusting in one forward motion, they start to go to the left and the right and be rolling their waist like yeah, and it's like, bro, my vagina does not have corners. Just talk to me direct, don't be going through the corner. So for me, I feel like, yeah, I'm not really a fan of that. Some people might enjoy that because, you know, anatomy.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who the is my daddy? Of course I know who my daddy is. Stop smacking me and asking me who's my daddy. Are you feeling it? Bro, please. Stop demanding reaction.
Baby, did you come? If I did come, you would know. Or maybe I came to the wrong house. I don't know.
They think that I'm gonna kill you now. I'm going, I'll just let in and they'll hit like, people feel like they're fighting. They think that thing is, no, baby, it's not sexy.
And then also unnecessarily trying to be dominant when you don't know what my own style is. You cannot just come and think that you're going to be calling the shots here, you know.
Putting ego in the other, I'm like, yeah, I'm the man, you know. You can ride me, you can do this, you know, you want to dictate. You can be the head of the family, but in the other room, you may not just be the one who is taking orders. So try as much as possible not to be the one who is trying to be a man again. You've been a man outside. In the office, you're the boss. You want to come into the other room and you're still forming the boss and the man. It is something that is not sexy. And again, you do yourself a disservice when you have that notion.
Thinking that generally everybody when you're calling them stupid names when you like, I'm gonna do this to you, I'm gonna like, oh, that, if I'm not into that, it is not sexy. Don't just assume I'm into it. It's not sexy at all.
Aftercare is super, super, super duper duper important. Sex is not just a physical thing for women. It's also a mental and emotional thing for us. We don't want to feel like, oh, we're just something you ticked off your bucket list after the sex and it's like, okay, bye. Mind you, she didn't even come.
I would say the most basic aftercare you can do is, if you spit all over me, could you just help me kindly clean up yourself? Like, take your babies out of me as well. Sometimes you guys are just done and you just roll over to the other side of the bed and the next 2 seconds we hear you snoring. Like, bro, come on, you pulled off my clothes. You didn't, you tore it apart, flung it all over the room and flung me upside down. And then you're done and then I'm hearing you snore already. Like, what about me? It's the little things that counts for women.
Be in the moment without having to talk about your experience. You could sleep off naturally. A man gets to refractory stage and is up sleeping, and maybe you find the woman saying, you just slept off and left me, you know. That is how the body is supposed to be wired, because endorphins are just flying everywhere, and that's what releases you to go to a place of rest.
After everything, you know, give her a hug, you know, cuddle, you know, hold her to sleep. It works for some women, but for some other women, don't even come near me, like, stay away. A good care would be understanding who you're with, finding out what works for them.
It also brings feedback. You know, I didn't like this. What do you do right? Okay, I feel good. Are you hurt? This is if you truly care about your sex partner.
First thing is cuddle. After sex, men should ask their woman, did you enjoy it? You don't just after sex abandon the woman. You help your woman shower, take her to the bathroom, talk to her.
Words of affirmation. You did great, you're beautiful, you're perfect. Just make them feel appreciated and seen.
A couple in a relationship or in a marriage probably have good sex. I love you, there's feeling involved, and you're having sex with somebody that you love or you have feelings for, and the person is probably good at it. It's good sex.
Good sex was all right. It's not sex that you cannot live without.
Good sex is one where there's no pain, except that's your kink. Consent, consent, consent. Do you feel free enough to, you know, show your true self, show what you like, let go, fart if you need to, pee on the bed, you know, those type of things. I think good sex is one where you can be free, you're having a good time.
But great sex, 1 week after, you're still remembering how it made you feel, how it made you shiver, how it made you, you know, twitch. That's great sex. You remember it long after it has happened.
Great sex for a woman particularly is when there is an experience to it. And that experience doesn't just start in the moment, you know, the build up to it and the aftercare.
It feels like every inch of your body has been explored. In fact, you feel great sex even days after the sex has happened. All those flashbacks, you feel properly satisfied.
6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, you're seated somewhere and it flashes in your face. And then you're there smiling. And before you know it, your panties, it is well.
For me, great sex is if I can laugh in between with you. I know it's weird, but I really just enjoy having a laugh moment.
So if you want to have a great sex, you both need to come like new babies. Give up yourselves to pleasure and let that pleasure mess you up.
Some people, great sex is a risky sex. You know, the one they do at the beach or somewhere really, really, really risky. And you get to come see, that's what they consider great sex.
Speaking on this topic is very important to me because I feel like a whole lot of people misunderstand sexual education as something that should not be talked about. And also, people think that as long as you're already having sex, you know everything. Even adults still need sexual education.
It is not just important, it is sacrosanct for me to always talk about sexual health, sexual education, sex in marriage, because I feel that a lot of people are not using the gift that God intended it for.
Because I want our men to do well. I want them to do way better. A lot of people say Nigerian men are not good in bed. Do I blame them? No. I blame the women who have faked orgasm over the years. It's always the process.
I am a sex and relationship therapist. For too many years, sex has been spoken about from a lens of it being taboo, it's being shameful. A lot of sex education is abstinence focused. And the studies do show that when kids receive comprehensive sex education, they do delay their sexual debut. So teaching people about sex is not going to make them run helter-skelter and start having sex.
I do online sex work, so I felt like, okay, I knew a bit about the topic and I wanted to share. Not ashawo, please. I upload videos on a site before people they really say online sex work and they chat person up with me like that.
Sex is like a taboo. If you talk about it too much, it's like, oh, she's bad, oh, she's boy, oh, she's this, she's that. It's the fact that people have been having sex since the dawn of time. What we are even having now is vanilla sex compared to all those Roman Empire, French Empire. You should just chill. Like, it's not that deep. If it wasn't for sex, we would not be here.
People are having sex right now. People had sex before they came here. Maybe some of us will live here and have sex. So I want everyone to, enjoy the sex that they're having and not feel any shame talking about it.
We need to have a safe space, more of safe spaces where we truly discuss sex, because it means a lot to a lot of people. Marriages literally break. Relationships literally shatter because of sex. And if you do care about your partner, you will care about the quality of sex that you guys are having. It's not about being spoiled. Baby, if you're you should be good, period.